everyone, it's me Daisy. I hope everyone's doing good. Thank you for following me. So I wanted to do this little video because on one of my previous videos there was a question on one of the lovely ladies who asked about setting up a planner. And I did give the best advice that I could, and so I kind of wanted to follow up with this that if you are new to the whole planning thing, there's a whole lot of like different planners, and it can get a little overwhelming. There's like spiral bound planners, kind of like the Erin Condren, the Inkwell. There's a Discbound ones like the Happy Planner, and then you have your ring ones like a Filofax, Gillio. What else? Kikki, and then you have your traveler's notebook, which are just like a little it comes with a little band, and it doesn't have rings, it doesn't have discs, it doesn't have spiral. It's just you use inserts, and it has a little band in the middle, and that's what you use. That's what the traveler's notebook is. So prior to starting a new planner every year, what I like to do is I kind of like sit down and make a little like a little brain dump. I mean, I guess you can call it that, kind of like a brainstorming. And ultimately what I do is like I make a little list. It's kind of like a little little list. And I haven't shared this one in my previous planner setups because I really didn't feel the need to show you guys this. I just made it and then just put it on the side, so I don't really leave it inside my planner. But I figured I could share it with you guys, and hopefully it helps some people. So this is what I do. I sit down and I think of the things that I want my planner to have. Like, what are the things that I want inside my planner? What are the things that are going to help me plan and be functional and productive, and things that I don't. Sometimes I like to add things to make it pretty, and then most of the time it's more like functional planning. I've gone from having a really skinny planner to having a super chunky planner because I added so much decor and stuff, to ultimately I always seem to come back to functional planning. And so my planners usually go kind of through a diet process where they start off skinny, then they'll end up chunky, and then they'll remove stuff, and then they come back to just functional and the things that I need. So prior to doing all that, this is actually what I do. I brainstorm and I think of the things that I want my planner to have, like I said, and this is what I do. So I just do like a little doodle, and then I write down the things that I know that I really need or kind of want to help me plan. So calendar, and that in that section I consider like the months. I need to have the months, so I can do like planning, future events. I know that I want to include meals somewhere. It could be part of my weekly. It could be part of like an insert or something. But I know that I want to kind of like track down my meals, because they're going to help me kind of reflect on what I'm eating, if I'm eating healthy. Weekly planning is a must. In my previous year one, I want to say last year's, I had highlighted the things that I couldn't, couldn't leave out. And so this time I didn't, but that's because last year, so if I find it, I'll share it with you guys on Instagram later. But last year I had like a whole bunch of just random stuff, and so this year I went with more functional things that I needed in my planner setup that were functional. So in January, this is what took place, and this is my brainstorming. So weekly planning is a must. I have to have some type of weekly planning. The layout, this is where it's going to vary, and this is going to be to your taste. You are either going to go with a horizontal layout, a vertical layout, and then when it comes to the horizontal, you have horizontal on 2 pages, or there's horizontal on 1 page. With the vertical, they have different vertical layouts. They have a vertical layout where it's the squares, and then they have they have vertical layout where it's on more than one page. So you can have the vertical layout on one page, or you can have the vertical layout on 2 pages, or you can have them where they're a little bit longer and they spread out across like 3 pages, you know, like the notes, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it depends on the layout that you want. And for that, I would suggest before buying a bunch of inserts and then realizing that they don't work for you, I would say go on Etsy and, you know, just try out some inserts, some, you know, downloadable inserts. You know, just kind of explore it and try printing them out, and just, you know, try different layouts before committing to one, because, you know, sometimes you're going to try one layout and realize it's not working for you. So then, you know, it's better to go with a different layout. So that's what's the planning. So that would be your like weekly planning. Then dividers are a must, because those are obviously going to separate my sections. I have to have a family section for things that I want to have kind of like on the go, you know. Like for my husband, it would be like measurements, gift ideas, or things that I know he likes, his work schedule, my dogs, anything related to their health, shots, treats, things that are, you know, are good to have, you know, on the go. And then finance, you know, tracking the bills, tracking your spending, list. This one is good to have for, well, I like to have my lists on hand. And this is where I have like my favorite songs, or my go-to makeup. Sometimes I can write down like the makeup that I use, and then writing down like the actual color, because sometimes you go to the store or the makeup store and then you're looking for your makeup and then you forget what color it is, and there's so many different, you know, like colors. So that would be kind of like something you could include in your list. There's so many possibilities for this one, you know. So this one is a must for me, because I like to have things handy. So like things that I constantly buy, and then like the brand that I buy, you know, like for example, toothpaste. You know, toothpaste, I buy the sensitive one. I've tried different ones. It's between the Sensodyne and the Colgate one. I love those two. Those are my favorites. So then here at work, I put a question mark here, and that would be because it's something that I don't have to have necessarily in my planner. Like, I don't need to have a section for it, as long as I write down little things that are like, if I have a meeting or I know I'm gonna get home later, that would be it. A key, that would be for like color coordinating, and that's because I do use colors and stuff to coordinate my planner, and for different categories. So, you know, for family, for my husband, for myself, for my dogs. So a key would be, you know, it would be like the colors that you're using for each member of your family or for each category. Since I'm doing the bullet journal, the key, you know, for me right now is the symbols that I'm using. It's let me see my bullet journal. Okay, so for me right here, the bullet journal, because I'm using a bullet journal in my Filofax, this is my key. So the colors and then the symbols, what they represent. Then let's see, that would be here. The notes, my notes section. That's because it's good to have this. I like just to have blank sheets in there, because sometimes, you know, you're out somewhere and you want to just like kind of remember some things, or you want to make a list of things that you might need to do, or maybe a shopping list or something, like, you know, anything. You can use it for pretty much anything you want. So I just use a Target notepads, and I trim them down a little, and then I just punch them and stick them in here. I think that it kind of makes it cute to have, you know, those pretty little note sheets. Oh, see, here's actually still. So that's what I use for my notes. And then, let's see, going to the next one, health. Health is a little bit separate from the meals. I kind of combine the meals. I kind of do in my part of my weekly planning. The health is a different section, because this is where I track down maybe like health goals, like if I want to lose weight, or any doctor's appointments I've had, or things that are pertaining to my actual like health and well-being. This would be it right here. Fitness, I didn't put right here, like I didn't write the actual word fitness, but this would be here. So in my health, I consider my fitness, so I would write down like personal training sessions, or times I've worked out, or specific things that I want to work on that week. Sometimes I combine my meals and my fitness together. Sometimes I make it, I put in a separate insert. So it's just a matter of taste and what works for you. It ultimately is about what works for you. The thing that I have on the bottom is just, it just says personal or A5. The A5 would be equivalent to like a half size letter paper. A5, they're pretty much like, it's kind of similar to the half sheet. Slight difference, but I tried the A5, and I tried the A5, carrying it in my purse. It got really heavy, and so I decided to kind of leave the A5. I converted it into my my dog planner, and so it houses like my dog vet visits, like the receipts and the printouts that they give you every time you go. I just punch holes, and then I just put it in my A5 planner. So it pretty much houses everything dog related. I do keep some dog information here, but all the receipts and everything, printouts and sheets or anything related to my dogs that I might need to carry with me if we travel, then that planner goes with me along with my regular planner. Then what else? So going back to the personal or A5. So I chose to go with personal size, and the reason for this was that if you compare this planner to an A5, it's smaller, it's easier to carry, and even if you stuff it, it still does not get as heavy as an A5 does when it's completely stuffed to the top. I tried carrying it for maybe, I want to say the longest I carried an A5 was for about 3 months, and then I realized that it was kind of like putting a lot of weight on my shoulder, aside from all the stuff that I carry in my purse. So I decided to go for a personal size planner. When I was using a traveler's notebook, which I did try out for a while, and I loved it, but I decided to go back to rings because I really miss the rings and removing stuff. So I went with personal size. For my traveler's notebook, I had a pocket size, and it was really awesome. I tried the pocket size ring planner, and it was not my thing. So that's why it's usually between personal or A5, but this has been my first choice for a while now. So personal works better for me. And so yeah, that's pretty much my planner setup, brainstorm. That's how I brainstorm that's how I brainstorm at the beginning of each year. I sit down and I make like a little plan of the things that I need in my planner. So I plan for my planner, and then once I've figured this out, then I know what how many dividers I'm going to need, because it depends on the sections that I'm going to use. And then I'll make the dividers, and then I make the labels for it, and that's pretty much how I get my planner. So I'm doing a bullet journal. I've shared my planner in my previous setups, but I have a calendar section, a bullet journal section, then I have my collections where my lists are. I have a family section, which includes my section for myself, for my husband, for my dogs, and for my parents. And then I have a finance section, and I have a notes section. I might change the notes section for my March setup to put it in the front, because I keep pulling out stuff from here, and so I think that it might help to have it all the way in the front, so I can just have those sheets here for brain dumping and just like brainstorming and stuff. So I might change it to the front. I'm still trying to figure out. So the layout of my planner, like which sections go first and stuff, or which ones, how I decide on which tab is going to go first, it depends on what I use the most, like what I refer to the most. So I constantly use my calendar section, that's why it's at the front. Then my bullet journal is right after that, my list, then my family stuff, my finances at the end, because I only use it for like bill tracking and payments, and then my notes. So this might go in the front for my next setup, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So that's pretty much it. If you want to see what's inside my entire planner, you can see my setup for my planner, and you get an idea of everything that's in there. So I did want to share before I go something that I just got. Let's see. Okay, so my family section, I just got these little tabs that I thought were super cool. They were custom made and ordered, and they are from my Paper Love Studio. So I got one that says me, one for hubby, the section, the top tab that says doggies, and then I have one for my parents. And that's pretty much it. And then I got some page markers as well. So here is a today marker. As you can see, I haven't written down some stuff. I've actually written down on post-it notes, but I've been so busy that I haven't really like written it down here. But I'm pretty good about like writing down stuff. But right now I have it in a post-it note for some reason. So this is one of the page markers that I got. And then let me show you guys. Oh, that's something else that I don't add here because it's just one of those, it's an accessory to me, which is once you set up your planner, then you can accessorize it and add all the things that you want extra once you have the functional down. So let me show you guys before I say goodbye the page markers that I got. I got this little, like, it's like a mint green one, and then I have this dark gray one. I have like this platinum one, and then I got this gold one, and then this like glittery gray one. This it's like a glittery lilac kind of, I think it kind of looks like lilac. And then I have this, like, it looks like a raspberry red, and then this gold one with the red polka dots, and then this one, it's a platinum one that just says this month. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to share. So I hope this video was helpful to a lot of you guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks again for following me. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.